Hello, math champions. In this video, you want to learn something called transposition. Let me write it out here. Transposition of variables and values in algebraic equations. Look at this equation here, right? This is an equation which is having 2x, x is a variable here, 4 is there, 12 is there. It's an equation because there's an equal to sign. Okay, and if you see the pictorial representation of it, you can see it here. What does it actually mean is 2x plus 4 means there is a 2x and a 4 on one side of a weighing balance, and the other side is having the 12. Right now, if you see, this is exactly balanced. Correct, it is exactly balanced. I'll just show you what happens if I say I add one more. And see, what am I doing? There is a 4. I'm just putting one more. It becomes a 5. See, it becomes out of balance now. And if you see the equation also, it has changed. 2x plus 5 is greater than 5. It has gone out of balance now. Correct? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put -1. So that means 5 minus 1 became a 4. So now it's balanced. Green color means it's balanced. Both the sides of the equation are equal to each other. Now, our entire point is to find out the value of x. Because x is what is we don't know. X is unknown, right? 2 we know, 4 we know, 12 we know. We don't know x. So we have to find out that. So what do we do? How do we find out the x? That is done by saying that, okay, there along with this x, there is something called 4 here. Means if I have to do first to find out what is x, it means finally I should have the x on one side of the balance and some number is going to come here. So then I can say, oh, x is equal to that. I can say like that, isn't it? But as of now, there is additionally some 4 is there. So what can I do to balance this is I can take this 4, right? I can take this 4 and I cannot do it on the, I cannot transfer to the right side just like that. What am I doing? What am I going to do is I want to eliminate this 4. I want to remove this 4. Means what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract a 4. When I'm doing subtracting 4, I will be subtracting on both the sides. Why? Because if I subtract only, say, let's say only 1 is there, what is happening? It's becoming imbalance is happening, right? So instead, I'm going to subtract. If you see a subtraction sign here and 4, I'm going to subtract on both the sides. That means if something is already balanced, if I'm removing a certain quantity from both the sides equally, if I'm removing, still it will be balanced. So the entire point is to keep the balance as it is. So I'm going to subtract -4. Keenly observe the 4 is going to come on the right side also and the left side also, and going to subtract. So what happens if you see -4 is coming? Okay, this 4 that was there vanished. Why? Because there was a 4 and I added a -4 became 0. And not only that, at the same time, the right side also, there was a 12 before, if you remember, right? There was a 12. Okay, let's do it again so that you understand. Okay, so in the beginning, it was like this, isn't it? So what we are going to do, we are going to take a snapshot of this. Okay, this was the equation like this. Now, I'm going to subtract on both the sides, -4. This side, the 4 vanished. This side, the 12 became a 8. Right? Let's take another snapshot and see every step what we're doing. Now, this 2x is 8. But we don't want 2x's value, right? It says 2x is equal to 8, but I want to find out x. What is the value of x? So how do we remove this 2 here? What has happened with the 2 here is it is multiplied with the x, right? It was multiplied with the x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it to. If I want to divide, then I'll have to divide on both the sides, right? On the left side also, on the right side also. So when I divide like that, 2x divided by 2, I should get a x. 8 divided by 2, I should get a 4, isn't it? So let's see whether we are getting it like that. Okay, let's see whether we're getting it. Yes, absolutely. Finally, we got this. Okay, let me clear all of these drawings and then show you how this totally things happen. Look at this. In the beginning, it was 2x plus 4, which is equal to 12. That was what in the beginning it was there. Then we subtracted a 4 on both the sides. This side also and this side also. Why did we subtract? Because 4 is added here in the initial equation. I want to remove means what is the opposite of addition? It is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract a 4, subtract a 4. What happened? I got 2x is equal to 8. Now, with the x, I don't want anything else to be there. So there's a 2 here, which is actually multiplied. So what am I going to do? I'm going to divide by 2, but I should not do only on one side. It will become imbalance. So I should do on both the sides. So 2x by 2 becomes a x. 8 divided by 2 becomes a 4, right? This is called transposition. Transposition means we could also write it like 2x plus 4 is equal to 12 in the beginning, right? Transposition means this is moving its position, going to the other side of the equation, And when it is moving to the other side of the equal to sign, what is happening? As of now, it is getting added. So it will get subtracted. So 2x will become 12 minus 4. Okay, this is called transposition. The position of plus 4 is changing from left side of the equal to sign to right side. And because it is changing its position, the plus 4 is becoming a minus 4. And plus 4, it is not because it's a positive integer. Plus 4 is because it is added to the variable, right? It is added to the 2x. So because it is added, we are going to subtract when it moves to the another position. Okay. So we get 2x is equal to 8. Now this another 2 is there that is going to get transposed to the right side of the equal to sign. When that is happening, because it is multiplied, it will get divided. 8 divided by 2. That will give me a 4. And that is how this is correct. 8x is equal to 4. Now, let's see whether the answer is correct. Right? Let's see whether the answer is correct. How do we see whether x is equal to 4, whether this is correct or not? How do we see it? Go and take this value of x. X is 4, isn't it? So, let us put the 4 here. Right? That means 2 is multiplied with the 4 plus 4. Right? 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Wow, exactly we are getting 12 is equal to 12, which is correct. And that is how the value that we have found is also correct. I hope you understood what is transposition and how it needs to be done. Okay, we will talk more about it with more examples in further videos. If you have not understood this, go start from the beginning and learn it again. And try some simple transposition, simple equations of one variable. See, here it is only one variable, only x is there. And it's a linear variable, linear equation because x to the power of 1 only is there. Right? So take such equations which is having only one variable and x is having the power to 1 only. Okay? And with this, you've understood what is transposition. And this is how we solve equations. It's called solving for x. Solving the equation. And why do we use this? Why do we have to learn this? You will get to know more about it in the next video. Until then, see you. Bye-bye.